and welcome back to my YouTube channel, the Sew It Yourself Challenge. I'm Bridie, and yeah, welcome back if you've been before, and hello to any new viewers. Sorry about not uploading anything last week. It was my mum's birthday and I have no idea where the time went. So yeah, I didn't get a chance to upload anything. So yeah, apologies, but I'm back on track now, so hope you enjoy this. This vlog post is going to be about making good choices when it comes to fabric and patterns. So I sound a bit out of breath, so I have no idea why. But yeah, so a few weeks ago I did a blog post about this very topic, and for that I made up some posters for it, which I kind of broke down into three posters. So the first one, I'll show you here maybe, I don't know, somewhere. Was asking myself about what my style was, because I don't know if you're like me, but if you are, I would get very carried away with things that I think look good and get swept away with the idea of a garment, like vintage or just a party dress or something like that, and then when the reality came to it and I'd made it all up and I loved it at the time, but then you find you only wear it once, and yeah, it just seems like a bit of a, not waste of time, because I definitely learnt some skills making those garments, but yeah, if you're going to wear something, if you're going to make something, you might as well get a lot of use out of it. So for the first poster, I focused on what my style is, and I had a good think about this, and I broke it down into questions or topics to think about. Was, what is your colour palette? And I think it's a good idea to think about this in seasons. So if you're anything like me, I have two different colour palettes for half the year. So in autumn winter, my colour palette is kind of jewel tones, lots of purples and burgundies and teal colours, and yes, lots of black. And for the summer I go completely the other way, and I go all out rainbow, tropical prints and all sorts, lots of bold bright colours. If you think about that and you look in your wardrobe and you look at what you're going for at certain times of the year, it makes it easier to pick out fabrics. Textures. So I had to think about different times of year again, and in summer I definitely seem to go for cotton weights, fabrics, and kind of viscose. Yeah, so that's about that. Not so much chiffon, but that kind of light, airy, breathable fabric is definitely what I go for in the summer. And in the winter I've got quite a lot more scope, because I do like to layer up my textures in the winter. So I'll layer up like jersey weights and wool knit weights, heavyweight knits and things like that. So yeah, so that gives me more to play with in the winter time. Patterns, or lack of patterns, what I would pick. So I like, when it comes to patterns, I like bold patterns. I like lots of stripes, and I also like to, and geometric patterns as well. I also like to mix them up with plain colours as well, so quite a mixture that I can play with. Think about your silhouette. So this I again broke down into sections, so I would think about what kind of dresses I would pick. For me, it's quite a fitted bodice and a fuller skirt usually, and then trousers. I like pretty much everything. I like high-waisted, and I do like a wide fit trouser. If I'm going for jeans, I like skinny jean. And tops are usually something a bit like this, a bit floaty, that you can tuck in. Yeah, so, and jackets, I either tend to go for kind of a 60s coat, quite A-line in shape, or kind of like jackets, like a leather type biker jacket, or something cropped, short, long sleeves, usually long sleeves. So I broke that down into those sections. So they're the kind of patterns that, now I know what the silhouette is that I'm going to go for, I can automatically go for those patterns, and I can forget about all the others that I know are beautiful, but I probably aren't going to wear. I'm not very likely to wear in the long run. So the last question I asked myself about my style was comfort and practicality. So being a mum, as I've mentioned quite a lot, I definitely do a lot of crawling around. I have to dash out, pick my little boy up from nursery. I need to get there quick usually. So I do a lot of walking, do a lot of crawling. Generally, yeah. So it needs to be comfortable. I need to be able to move around in it. But it's always nice to look like you've made an effort. So yeah. So kind of that comfort and style in one, ideally. So yeah, that's the areas that I think about. I mean, that's different for other people. If you've got an office job, you want to be comfortable behind a desk without getting creased all the time, or if you're out and about in the countryside, you need something that's a bit more practical than what I would be wearing. So it's a good idea to think about what you wear on a day-to-day basis, whether that's going to be comfortable for you, and yeah, so that's how I broke my style down. And then the second poster I made, these are all on my blog post, by the way, you can read them. If you want to print them out, feel free to. All I ask is you don't sell them on or anything, because they took a bit of time. You'd be surprised, they don't look like it, but they did take a bit of time. So yeah, the second poster I did was, is this pattern right for you? So I did this kind of like, do you remember the teen magazines you used to get where you'd, does so and so love you, blah blah blah, yes, no, that kind of thing. So I kind of set it out like that. So my first question was, do you like it? If yes, carry on. If no, forget about it. Question 2, is it your style? Again, yes, carry on. Question 3, will it be practical and comfortable? Yes. Brilliant. No. Put it back. And the 4th question was, do you have things that will go with it? This is a big one for me, because I'd quite often make a garment up and then have absolutely nothing to wear with it, and there's no point in that. So the answer to that is, if yes, brilliant. If not, can you make anything? Or yeah, if you're not going to make anything, well, just put it to the side for now and then come back to it later. And then the same thing applies to fabric choices. So if you I personally always pick my pattern first. So I find it's easier that way because you'll know how much you need to buy, you'll know what type of fabrics to go for, and things like that. So hence why I'm doing it this round. So for the fabrics, is this fabric right for you? Question 1, is it suitable for the pattern? So that information's on the back of the pattern usually. And yeah, so the amount of times I've ignored that information and regretted it. Do you have the right equipment? Yes, brilliant. No, wait until you have the right stuff and then you can use the fabric. That's things like, do you have a walking foot, or do you need a walking foot for a jersey? Do you have the right needles for things like jersey or thinner fabrics? That kind of thing. Or interfacing, it's always a big one for me. It's usually the little things that always kind of hold me off the sewing process. Yeah, so when you've got those, brilliant, and you can carry on. Question 3, is it your style? Again, this is where the first poster comes in handy. So if it's not fitting into your style, then put it aside. And 4, again, is it practical and comfy? So again, like the patterns, is it going to be something that you're going to be comfortable wearing? Do you feel comfortable in the look of the fabric, or is it too bold, or is it comfortable against your skin? Is it going to be breathable? Just things like that. Things to think about before you pay for the fabric. So yeah, so that's what I've been doing, and actually it's been working. I don't think I am actually now making things that I go back to constantly. That I am happy to mix and match. Yeah, it's just giving the whole sewing process a lot more, it's making it a lot easier, and yeah, it's nice to know that you know afterwards, even though you think you do normally, you know that yeah, I'm going to wear this and I'm going to look good in it and I'm going to feel great in it. So that's always nice. So yeah, I'm probably rambling, I apologise. Yeah, so yeah, look at the posters, see what you think, print them off, put them on your wall. I need to do that actually. And yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed this. Yeah, and I think the next time I see you might be my Sew and Tell, yeah, blog post. So that'll be interesting, because I've been making some really nice things and I really want to show you. So I hope you all have a nice weekend and a good week, and happy sewing!